Welcome to the mesmerizing world of Arunachal Pradesh, a state in northeastern India, home to a rich tapestry of tribal communities. Nestled amidst the soaring Himalayas, Arunachal Pradesh is a land where time seems to stand still. Here, ancient traditions and customs continue to thrive, passed down through generations. Let's explore some of the most prominent tribes that make this region so unique, venturing into their villages, witnessing their daily lives, and understanding the delicate balance they maintain with the environment. High in the Zero Valley, amidst emerald rice paddies, reside the Apatani people. Their distinctive facial tattoos and nose plugs, once a common sight, are now fading traditions marking a bygone era. The Apatani are renowned for their sustainable agricultural practices, particularly their integrated paddy-cum-fish farming system. This ingenious method sees fish thriving in the rice paddies, providing natural fertilization and pest control, a testament to their deep understanding of the interconnectedness of nature. For centuries, the Apatani have meticulously sculpted the land, creating a mosaic of flooded fields that shimmer under the Himalayan sun. These terraced wonders are not just a source of sustenance, but a testament to their enduring bond with the land, a connection that has sustained them for generations. The rhythm of life here is dictated by the seasons, the ebb and flow of planting and harvest. The Apatani's intimate knowledge of their environment is evident in their traditional practices, from the construction of their distinctive wooden houses raised on stilts to their intricate handloom weaving. Despite the encroachment of modernity, the Apatani remain steadfast in their cultural heritage. Their vibrant festivals, adorned with colorful attire and lively dances, offer a glimpse into their rich spiritual beliefs and their deep respect for the natural world. The Apatani, like the mist that often shrouds their valley, embody an aura of mystery and resilience, a testament to the enduring power of tradition in the face of change. Our journey takes us to the heart of Arunachal Pradesh, where the mighty Brahmaputra River carves its way through the land. Here, we encounter the Adi tribe, one of the largest and most vibrant communities in the region. Their lives are intricately woven with the rhythm of the river, a source of life and a constant companion. The Adi are renowned for their intricate handloom skills, crafting exquisite textiles adorned with vibrant colors and intricate patterns. These textiles, passed down through generations, are not merely garments but works of art, each thread imbued with cultural significance. Their villages, often perched on hillsides overlooking the river, are alive with activity. The air resonates with the rhythmic beat of the Adi's traditional dances, the Ponung and Delong, captivating expressions of their cultural heritage. The Ponung, a graceful dance performed by women, tells stories of creation and celebrates the feminine spirit. In contrast, the Delong, a warrior dance performed by men, is a powerful display of strength and agility, a tribute to their ancestors' bravery. The Adi's deep connection to their environment is reflected in their reverence for nature. They believe in a delicate balance between humanity and the natural world, a philosophy that guides their sustainable practices. Venturing westward, we enter the domain of the Naishi, the largest tribe in Arunachal Pradesh. Their presence is most prominent in the verdant hills and valleys of districts like Papumpar and Lower Subansiri. The Naishi are instantly recognizable by their distinctive attire, particularly the men's elaborate cane headgear adorned with bright feathers, a symbol of their status and prowess. These intricate headdresses, often passed down through generations, are not mere adornments but testaments to the Nishi's deep respect for nature. Each feather, carefully chosen and arranged, tells a story, often representing a successful hunt or a significant event. The Nishi have a rich tradition of oral history passed down through generations, through captivating tales and songs. These narratives often revolve around their ancestors, mythical creatures, and their deep connection to the land. Their songs, often accompanied by traditional instruments, echo through the valleys, preserving their cultural heritage for future generations. Agriculture forms the backbone of the Nishi way of life, with terraced fields clinging to the hillsides, yielding a bounty of crops. Their villages, often nestled amidst bamboo groves, reflect a harmonious blend of tradition and practicality. The Nishi's vibrant festivals, celebrated with great zeal and fervor, offer a glimpse into their rich cultural tapestry. These celebrations are a riot of color, music, and dance, reaffirming their identity and strengthening community bonds. Our journey takes us to the breathtaking landscapes of Tawang and West Kameng, home to the Monpa tribe. Here, amidst soaring peaks and ancient monasteries, the air resonates with the chants of Buddhist monks, a testament to the Monpa's deep-rooted faith. The Monpa people are followers of Tibetan Buddhism, and their lives are deeply intertwined with the rhythms of the monasteries that dot their landscape. The iconic Tawang Monastery, perched precariously on a mountaintop, stands as a testament to their devotion. The Monpa are renowned for their exquisite craftsmanship, particularly their intricate wood carvings and vibrant thangka paintings. These intricate artworks, often depicting Buddhist deities and scenes from religious texts, adorn the walls of their homes and monasteries, transforming them into sacred spaces. Life in this high-altitude region is challenging, yet the Monpa have adapted to their environment with remarkable resilience. They are skilled farmers, cultivating barley, potatoes, and other hardy crops on the terrace slopes. Their livestock, primarily yaks and sheep, provide wool for their warm clothing and sustenance in this harsh climate. Despite their isolation, the Monpa have maintained a rich cultural heritage. Their festivals, a kaleidoscope of color and tradition, are a testament to their vibrant spirit. The Losar festival, marking the Tibetan New Year, is a time for joyous celebrations, masked dances, and prayers for a prosperous year ahead. The Monpa, with their unwavering faith and artistic spirit, remind us that even in the most remote corners of the world, human resilience and cultural richness can flourish. Our exploration now leads us eastward, where the plains meet the foothills, the domain of the Mishing people. Originally from Assam, their migration has woven them into the diverse cultural tapestry of Arunachal Pradesh. The Mishing are renowned for their vibrant textiles, each piece a testament to their artistic finesse. Their handloom weaving is not merely a craft, but an integral part of their cultural identity. The women, skilled weavers, create intricate patterns and designs, drawing inspiration from nature, mythology, and their daily lives. These textiles, often vibrant reds, blacks, and yellows, are not merely garments but works of art, worn with pride and passed down through generations. The Mishing live in close-knit communities, their stilt houses, a practical adaptation to the flood-prone region dotting the landscape. These homes, often built with bamboo and cane, are a testament to their resourcefulness and their deep connection to their environment. Music and dance are integral to Mishing culture, their traditional songs and dances often depicting tales of love, valor, and their historical journey. The Ali Ligang, their most important festival, celebrates the arrival of spring and the beginning of the agricultural cycle. The Mishing, with their vibrant textiles, melodious songs, and strong sense of community, add a unique hue to the rich cultural mosaic of Arunachal Pradesh. Our journey takes us deep into the Upper Subansiri district, a land of rugged beauty where the Targin people have made their home. The Targin hold the distinction of being the most populous tribe in the Upper Subansiri district. They are deeply spiritual people, their lives governed by the rhythms of nature and their unique indigenous religion, Donyi Polo. Donyi Polo, meaning sun-moon, is a testament to their profound reverence for the celestial bodies that govern their world. The sun, Donyi, represents strength and vitality, while the moon, Polo, embodies wisdom and tranquility. Their villages, often nestled in valleys or perched on hillsides, are a testament to their resilience and their ability to thrive in challenging terrain. Their homes, traditionally built with wood, bamboo and cane, blend seamlessly with the surrounding environment. The Targin are skilled agriculturalists, cultivating rice, maize and millet on terraced fields carved into the hillsides. Their lives are intimately connected to the land, and they believe in living in harmony with nature. Their festivals, a vibrant expression of their culture, are a riot of color, music and dance. The Sidonyi festival, celebrated with great fervor, is a time to honor the sun and moon deities, seeking their blessings for a bountiful harvest and good fortune. The Targin, with their deep spirituality, vibrant traditions and harmonious relationship with nature, offer a unique perspective on the diverse cultural tapestry of Arunachal Pradesh. Our exploration now takes us to the easternmost reaches of Arunachal Pradesh, a land of mist-shrouded valleys and dense forests, the domain of the Mishmi people. The Mishmi are not a single monolithic entity, but rather a fascinating tapestry of subgroups, the Idu, Digaru and Midu Mishmis. Each group, while sharing common cultural threads, possesses its own unique customs, dialects and traditions, adding to the rich diversity of this region. The Mishmi are renowned for their deep connection to nature and their vast knowledge of herbal medicine. For generations, they have lived in harmony with the forests, their shamans possessing an intimate understanding of the healing properties of plants. This traditional knowledge, passed down orally through generations, is a testament to their deep respect for the delicate balance of the natural world. Their villages, often located along river valleys or nestled amidst dense forests, are a testament to their adaptability and resilience. Their homes, traditionally built with bamboo, wood and cane, blend seamlessly with the surrounding environment, reflecting their deep connection to nature. The Mishmi are skilled hunters and gatherers, relying on the forests for sustenance. Their traditional hunting practices, often involving traps and bows and arrows, are a testament to their intimate knowledge of the forest and its inhabitants. The Mishmi are also known for their rich oral traditions, their myths, legends and songs passed down through generations, preserving their history and cultural heritage. Their festivals, often accompanied by vibrant dances and traditional music, are a celebration of life, nature and their unique identity. We venture now to the southeastern corner of Arunachal Pradesh, a region bordering Myanmar, where the Wancho tribe has made its home. Nestled amidst dense forests and rolling hills, the Wancho people have carved out a unique identity for themselves, their culture a blend of vibrant traditions, fierce independence and artistic expression. The Wancho are renowned for their distinctive tattoos, intricate designs etched onto their skin, serving as powerful symbols of their identity and social standing. These tattoos, often applied using traditional methods, are not merely body art but a living testament to their cultural heritage, each design carrying deep meaning and significance. Their villages, often located on hilltops, offer breathtaking views of the surrounding landscape. Their traditional homes, built with wood and bamboo, are adorned with intricate carvings, showcasing their artistic skills. The Wancho are also skilled woodcarvers, crafting exquisite masks, statues and other objects that reflect their cultural beliefs and mythology. Agriculture forms the backbone of their economy, with rice, millet and maize being their staple crops. They practice shifting cultivation, a sustainable method that involves clearing and cultivating a patch of forest land for a few years before allowing it to regenerate. The Wancho are deeply spiritual people, their lives intertwined with the rhythms of nature. They believe in a pantheon of spirits and deities who govern various aspects of their lives. Their festivals, a riot of color, music and dance, are a celebration of their culture and their connection to the divine. Our journey takes us to the Tirap district, a land of verdant hills and dense forests where the Nocte tribe has thrived for centuries. The Nocte, closely related to the Naga tribes, have a rich cultural heritage, their lives intertwined with ancient traditions, colorful festivals and a deep reverence for their ancestors. The Nocte are renowned for their intricate wood carvings, each piece a testament to their artistic skills and their deep connection to their cultural beliefs. Their homes, often adorned with these elaborate carvings, transform into works of art, showcasing mythical creatures, ancestral figures and scenes from their rich oral history. Agriculture forms the backbone of their economy, with rice and millet being their staple crops. They are also skilled hunters and gatherers, relying on the forests for sustenance and traditional medicine. Their intimate knowledge of the forest and its resources is a testament to their long-standing relationship with nature. The Nocte are a deeply spiritual people, their lives guided by a belief in a pantheon of spirits and deities who govern various aspects of their world. Their festivals, a vibrant expression of their culture, are a time for joyous celebrations, elaborate rituals, and offerings to appease the spirits and seek their blessings. One of their most important festivals is the Chalo Loku, a celebration of bravery and valor. During this festival, young Nocte men prove their courage through various feats of strength and skill, honoring their warrior ancestors and upholding their cultural heritage. Our final destination takes us to the scenic valleys of West Siang and Lower Siang districts, home to the Galo tribe. The Galo, closely related to the Adi, share a deep connection to the land and a vibrant cultural heritage that celebrates life, nature, and the bounty of the harvest. The Galo are renowned for their agricultural prowess, their lives intrinsically linked to the rhythms of the seasons. Their terraced fields carved into the hillsides are a testament to their ingenuity and their deep understanding of the land. Rice, millet and maize are their staple crops, and their agricultural practices reflect a harmonious balance between human needs and the preservation of nature. Their villages, often located along riverbanks or nestled amidst verdant valleys, are a testament to their resilience and their ability to thrive in diverse environments. Their homes, traditionally built with bamboo, wood and cane, blend seamlessly with the natural surroundings, reflecting their deep connection to the land. The Galo are a deeply spiritual people, their lives guided by a belief in a pantheon of spirits and deities who govern various aspects of their world. They believe in living in harmony with nature, acknowledging the interconnectedness of all living things. Their festivals, a vibrant expression of their culture, are a time for joyous celebrations, elaborate rituals, and offerings to appease the spirits and seek their blessing. One of their most important festivals is Mopa, a grand celebration of the harvest season. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the vibrant and diverse tribal communities of Arunachal Pradesh. We've only just scratched the surface of this culturally rich region, a place where ancient traditions continue to thrive amidst the breathtaking beauty of the Himalayas. From the Apatani's ingenious paddy-cum fish farming to the Mishmi's vast knowledge of herbal medicine, each tribe offers a unique perspective on the delicate balance between humanity and nature. Stay tuned for more fascinating cultural explorations.